It's now time to unveil the winner of our award for the most innovative use of U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development financing in a tax credit project. Turnagain Apartments is an 80-unit affordable housing preservation development located in rural Fallbrook, California, an unincorporated area of San Diego County. Community HousingWorks acquired the 36-year-old housing complex in October 2008, and a substantial green rehab was completed in August 2009. Built in 1974 using FHA financing, by 1996, Turnagain Arms was in danger of being converted to market-rate housing by its for-profit developer owner. Turnagain's residents established the nonprofit Turnagain Arms Community Housing Association and purchased the property with FHA 236 financing, a HUD project-based Section 8 contract for 22 units, and a Low-Income Housing Preservation and Resident Home Ownership Act grant for some limited renovations on the then 20-year-old complex. Recognizing that a sale and refinancing using low-income housing tax credits was the only way to preserve the asset and provide the amount of capital needed for rehabilitation, Community HousingWorks cobbled together a complex deal structure that layered low-income housing tax credits and HUD funds. The acquisition and rehab of Turnagain Apartments transformed it from a deteriorating complex to a safe, vibrant community and a model of innovative finance and sustainable rehabilitation that future preservation developments can replicate. Congratulations to Turnagain Apartments and Community HousingWorks for their creative solution to preserving affordable housing. Let's now turn our attention to the two HUD projects that caught our judges' eyes and who we honor today with honorable mentions: Reino del Cielo and Newberry Hall Apartments. Reino del Cielo is an affordable housing development in the small rural farming community of Royal City, Washington. The site on which Reino del Cielo is located was previously a 37-unit farm labor housing development that had been closed by the health department due to excessive mold and asbestos in the units. The owner donated the land and the existing buildings to the Grant County Housing Authority, which in turn donated it to Catholic Charities Housing Services of Yakima. The Office of Rural and Farmworker Housing provided comprehensive development services, including facilitating the property donation, and was successful in securing low-income housing tax credits, Washington State Housing Trust funds, HUD Rural Housing and Economic Development and Community Development Block Grant funds. The funds were used to demolish the dilapidated buildings and construct affordable, energy-efficient housing for 50 hardworking families. Newberry Hall Apartments, our other honorable mention in this category, is an historic, substantial rehabilitation project of 28 market-rate residential units in the Midtown neighborhood of Detroit, Michigan. The units are primarily one-bedroom, one-bath loft apartments with a handful of studios and two-bedroom units, ranging in size from 705 to 1,293 square feet. Newberry Hall Apartments is a significant project and one of few historic structures saved in that neighborhood due to the efforts of the developers, Ernest Zachary and Michael Prochaska, as well as the assistance of Detroit Medical Center, HUD, the Detroit Investment Fund, and Co-America Bank. Equity was gained through the sale of federal historic credits and the sale of Michigan business credits, such as state historic and brownfield credits. A total of $2.35 million in equity was realized from these sources, accounting for 40% of total project cost. About 50% of the tax credit equity was realized from the sale of federal historic credits, and the remaining amount from the sale of the state tax credits. HUD provided the first mortgage under the FHA 221D4 program.